welcome back to another episode of the Baseball Brew Crew Podcast. This is episode 193. We are keeping baseball history alive, one craft beer at a time. Wherever you are watching or listening to us, please give us a like and a follow. And if you love beer with your baseball, please tell a friend. Let's do it. Here is a lineup card for today. Hitting first is the newest acquisition of the Baseball Brew Crew. It is the big hurt, Allan Jepsen. How are you tonight?
Doing well. I got hit by another pitch last night or on Saturday night, so I'm a little bruised up, but, I guess I seem to be a target.
Are you standing on top of the plate? Or are you, where do you stand in the box?
I'm pretty big, so I take up most of the box. So
you are a tall man, dude. You're a very tall man.
But I'm not leaning into it, but I just seem to get hit.
Well, remember the great Don Baylor you remind me of him. You're getting hit by all those pitches, and maybe do you lead the league in hit by pitch?
I might right now. I mean, two out of the three games that we've played, but they've both added up to runs, so I'll take it because I'm not getting on base otherwise.
You took two for the team.
Yeah, 2 in 2 games.
More importantly, though, did you charge the mound?
No, I'd get tired before getting there.
Because, you said Saturday night, and a man once said Saturday night's all right for fighting, so I think it would have been all right if you charged the mound.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, not this year.
All right.
I didn't know they played Nolan Ryan style baseball up there in Canada.
It's a story for another time.
Batting second is the field correspondent and senior research analyst of the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Kevin Lyon. Welcome. And how did your hat ordeal go from last week?
Oh, my goodness. I got to follow up on that. I emailed the director of merchandising for the Richmond Flying Squirrels, Mr. Jackson Harefield. Yes, apparently that's his real name. He emailed me back and said, I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. So a hat is going to be an actual 7 days, going to be shipped out with return label for me to return the cap. So hopefully by next week I have it and I can do another unboxing and hopefully it goes better than the first one.
I like it.
Cheers everyone for joining us.
Yes, good luck on that. Batting in the 3-hole is the Goodwill Ambassador and the Sultan of Swig for the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Cowboy Jack Durango with another promo.
For the millions of good brothers and good sisters out there in the Brewniverse, they can attest that Cowboy Jack has been holding a masterclass in entrepreneurship this year. The biggest piece of advice that I can give to young entrepreneurs that want to be like me is how to pull the plug on a venture, but still come out with money in the bank. Introducing Cowboy Jack's Arson and Evidence Destruction. If you see the writing on the wall and your business is going down, call old Uncle Jack. And we'll teach you step-by-step instructions on how to launder every bit of money, defraud your investors, leverage your assets for maximum return, and then burn everything to the ground so that you can get your hands on that sweet insurance money. Don't let a bad product or gross mismanagement stop you from lining your pockets with enough money for a jet ski and a weekend in the penthouse of the Hong Kong Club. Call Cowboy Jack's Arson and Evidence Destruction now and use promo code hashtag Hong Kong Club and jet skis ain't cheap. And you receive 20% off our already ridiculously low prices. Guys, changing the world, saving people's lives. You know what I mean?
Let him hear it. Yes.
So are some of the businesses that have been, I have to some examples of your service, right, Jack? That would be Cowboy Jack's Fantasy Baseball Book, Cowboy Jack's Fantasy Cricket League, hopefully Only Kevin. Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
Well, I mean, as a good representation for my services, yes. We don't discuss clients, nerd. All right. So take a walk before I drop you on that stack of dimes you call a neck, Daddy-o.
That's the confidentiality clause that's in there. Very well done, Jack. He tried to trip you up there, and you did not falter.
He tried. I didn't know Kevin was a narc, dude. Sorry.
Well done. My name is Michael Mondragon, your humble host for the festivities tonight. As always, we bring a new and unique craft beer to review and enjoy. So what are you drinking out there in the chat? We're going to tell you what we're drinking tonight. And who's going first? It is Allan Jepsen. Let's do it.
Well, this is a new one. Just walking through the store, managed to find this one. It's called Who Cares Beverage Co. It's a crispy lager. It's a 4.3%. The motto is "Let the can do the sweating." It's pretty simple as far as lager goes. It said their tag on the back says, "Okay, here's the deal. Literally, no one cares what you're drinking. Life's about moments, not labels, no stress." So, I mean, it's light, it's easy, it's not bad. So it'll do for this week.
Nice. It's the official beer of the sun, not a typo. I was looking, that's amazing. And okay, so you had me look up this beer, and you didn't say anything about this, and then you may not even know about this, but there actually is someone who endorses this. And let me see if you know who this is.
Oh, I think I know it. Yeah.
Do you know the?
I don't know him personally. I don't really have anything great to say about anybody that works at that promotion. But yeah.
I can cut that out in post, by the way.
I have some choice words for it, but I'm not going to say it anyways. But yeah, no, I don't like that promotion at all.
Oh, okay. Consider that. I'll warp it. Yes.
What happened?
What happened indeed? I should have conferred with you before the show. I apologize for that. I have ruined your segment completely.
From the top.
And take two. I don't know how to seamlessly tie this all together. I'm so sorry. I thought it was like an obvious thing that I saw on there. It was like one of their only posts of this.
I know. I saw it on their Instagram too, and it was very much a roll your eyes moment for me.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll creatively put this together somehow. That sucks.
I was like, I didn't know I had relatives in Canada. Dude.
He's the Canadian wing of your new arson and evidence destruction business.
Pretty much. Like they brew out of Red Truck Brewing, I believe.
Oh,
which
okay.
is a nice brewery. So
yeah, we went there.
Yeah,
Allan. I was going to ask you. So I never even heard of this brewery. Is this a brewery or just a single can? Have you even heard of this or know anything more about this?
I haven't heard much more of them. When I looked up on their address, and it looks like they brew out of Red Truck Brewing, which is in East Van. Didn't we go there, Kevin, to Red Truck?
Yeah, we stopped there. My first stop on my
one of our many stops.
That was the first brewery we went to on our way to the Canadiens game. And the second brewery we went to, Jack somehow from Arizona bought me like a beer.
Right.
At least I go up to me. I'm like, how is this guy from Arizona buying a beer for a guy? Birthday beer for someone in Canada? Well done, Cowboy Jack.
I got you, baby.
Nice. Well, this is not the last time we'll hear about the Vancouver Canadians. That's a little foreshadowing. But first, we actually have Kevin Lyon, who has a baseball beer.
An accidental baseball beer, because if you've been watching, I've been trying to find as many of the We Love LA beers that I can. I went to Native Sun. It's a little tap room in beautiful downtown Santa Ana, California. And I saw on the list, We Love LA can. And I'm like, hey, do you have any more of these cans? He's like, I don't think we do, but I'll go check. And about 10 minutes later, I saw him come by and I'm like, hey, do you find yeah, let me get it for you. And hands me the can. I'm like, oh my gosh, when I saw the little baseball logo on there, because I didn't anticipate that. So this is the We Love LA beer that we talked about. This is a Common Space Brewery version, which is a lager. It's a wildlife relief lager, put it that way. Comes in at 4.5%. When I look at it on Tap, it said 88 IBU, which I'm like, that seems very high for a lager. But, this is one I'm going to be like, might as well water. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's actually a really nice, relaxing lager. This might go good with your who cares lager. You know what I mean? Because you know what? People might say about LA, who cares? But you know what? Here at the Baseball Brew Crew Brewniverse, we love LA.
There you go.
And their beer.
Yeah. And have you been to Common Space before?
I haven't, but I've had a few of their beers. I've had a few. So, we have the whole list. Yeah, there you go. Last time I went to Dodger Stadium, I had the Food Fight Hazy IPA.
That's the one that I remember. I might have had the Dogtown Hazy, but that's the only one that I think that I've seen actually in cans. But I haven't been to this, and it seems like a place that we would run across eventually there, but we just haven't.
And I'm seeing what I'm assuming is a baseball themed drink as well. If you see that seltzer's there, the Go Blue Seltzer. So I'm assuming that's Dodger themed, of course.
Yeah.
What was I also going to mention? And so again, if this is for relief, the money from proceeds from this goes to the United Ways Wildlife Response Fund. If you want more information, you can look up welovelabeer.com, or if you have Instagram, look up at welovelabeer. And unfortunately, this is the last one of these I have found. I think I've had like 4 of these on the show. Maybe by, who knows, maybe by an act of Taro, I might be able to find another one somewhere and talk about it next week or sometime in the future.
Yes, I have to make a little, I was going to make a little graphic for you. I just reminded myself, I had this brilliant idea of making Taro with a little pith hat looking for all the We Love LA beers. That would have been a good spot right here. I would have put that up there.
We'll add it in post.
Add it in post, brother.
Yes, add that in post for sure. I will definitely do that. So my beer tonight is actually one that I'm super excited about because I've had Flower in the Kettle Hazy IPA from this brewery, but tonight I had the Winged Creatures West Coast IPA by Wayfinder Beer out of Portland, Oregon. 6.8 ABV, no IBU listed. Behold the holy trinity of American hops: Citra, Simcoe, and Mosaic. Tropical pink fruit, bright citrus, and just enough dank. Now, I got this at Wicked Rain, so that Northwest beer bar. I was really taken more by the packaging, and the can itself is actually really super cool looking, super high end. And then I saw these other ones, and when I went to their website, I actually saw these. Now, all of these have actually posters behind them, and they're awesome. And I want every single one of these.
Yeah, that's cool stuff, man.
They are really super cool. Like all of these, like as a graphic designer, when I see these, I get mad only because I'm not making stuff like this. And so that's a bit of the artist in me coming out, a little bit of transparency. But I look at these and these are, oh my God, like,
that's cool.
And these aren't even all of them, but I want all of them. I'll probably spend a small fortune and it's all worth it. But I should be making stuff like this alternately as well. But yeah, there's the Winged Creatures and I just like cool stuff. Has anybody had any Wayfinder beer?
I'm pretty sure I have. I don't recall which one that. I'd have to hashtag do the research to see what. But I think I've seen a couple of them floating around down here on draft.
Oh, very cool.
No, never had it before, but I think I've envisioned many of these posters the last time I had a mushroom trip. So, I mean, there's that. This is rad stuff, dude. This is cool stuff.
I mean, Cowboy Jack, when you think of the Rizzler, do you think of that creature right there? The Riz.
I do now, dude. I do
exactly. Yep.
Good stuff. Well, guys, it's time for...
Let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
That's right. Hey, what happened? And it is a Star Wars version of Hey, What Happened? Yesterday, we tape on Mondays, and yesterday, Sunday, was May the 4th be with you, the May 4th. And so we've been doing these alternate identities for a long time. Allan has been nice enough to send me all of these different identities, and I noticed a theme that there was so many Star Wars themed jerseys. All really super cool. Kevin, how did you celebrate?
I went to Lucha Libre.
Okay. Was there any C-3POs or R2-D2s?
No,
like
I was hoping for one. Maybe that means I need to do that next year. Maybe I'll just turn myself into a droid. Why not? I mean, I'm practically not human anyway, so why not?
you remind me more of a Jawa. So
there you go. That works too.
I mean, on a good day, you look like a Tusken Raider.
Ooh. Speaking of Tusken Raiders, Allan, I think that you have your hat tonight, the Tatooine Raiders. Nicely done. You always have a hat for the occasion. I'm very impressed by that.
Pretty much, yeah. It's a deep bin of hats, and I'll keep bringing them out as we need to.
Well, if you were out and about last Sunday, you might have noticed a slight uptick in Wookiees, Jawas, Jedis, Siths, droids, and a slew of other intergalactic characters. Yes, it was Star Wars Day, And guys, I like to go around the horn. What was your first Star Wars experience? Do you remember the first time you found out about Star Wars or saw the movie?
I didn't see the movies until I was like 15, 16. I didn't have like a lot of TV growing up. And then when I saw it, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, how come nobody told me about this, dude?
So you lashed out at everybody for not telling you.
Yeah, internally. I wasn't allowed to speak, dude. Children were supposed to be seen and not heard. So
I grew up in the same household as you. Allan, how did you find? What was your first Star Wars movie?
Didn't really start watching them till like I was in my 20s. So it was later in life, but then it's a lot of fun. So I always love May the 4th when seeing the alternate identities that come up.
Kevin was more a Logan's Run fan. That is a deep cut, and
that's a very deep cut.
Only 50-year-olds probably would get that at this point.
But I will say, as a young child kayfabe, I did see The Empire Strikes Back at my local drive-in theater when it first came out, and then I got dig through my things. I have this as like a 6-year-old kid. I went to like some event to where I got a photo with Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia. I got a Polaroid of me with them when I was like 6 or 7 years old in like 1981, 82. And then I think I owned Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back on my video disc.
Wow.
Kids, you want to look at the video disc player? Have some fun looking that up.
That's
I did have Logan's Run on video disc too, by the way, Michael.
Of course you did. You lived it.
Well, no, I didn't because I'd be dead.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's
spoilers,
true,
dude. Spoiler alert.
Yes.
Didn't they remake that though? Michael York from who later was in the Austin Power movies. Michael York was the star of that.
And that's why people really tune in, is to hear about Michael York.
That's right. That's right.
Well, if they're still watching, my father had actually the novel of the book, so I actually knew about it before it came out. My dad was reading the book. So this is 1977. I was 7 years old, and then I saw it at the Cine Capri downtown in Phoenix. I also saw Empire Strikes Back, the same place, 1980, 83. I saw it at Christown Mall. This is way too much. Let's get back to beer and baseball.
There you go.
So this is the Clearwater Threshers, the single A affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies. They took on the Bradenton Marauders of the Pittsburgh Pirates. You were supposed to wear your best Star Wars gear. So this was these are all past events that happened last weekend. And this might be the most comprehensive discussion of Star Wars promotional days for minor league baseball, because we're not only going to talk about the past, we're going to talk about the future of identities as well. What they would do is they would wear these and then they auction them off. I guess every single team is doing that, right, Allan?
It sounds like that for the most part. Like I have a friend that does it with Everett every year, and he has some pretty awesome ones.
Now, and they probably change up the designs and everything. And
absolutely.
Players, that's a cool way of keeping up with all this.
And I'm willing to bet they have to make it like for charity, because that's probably the only reason why I'd be able to get to rights to even do something like this. Because you ever see if you ever go out and you see those actual people and their gimmicks and their characters, those people are not getting paid. You know what I mean? If you're, they're not getting paid. They're volunteering because that's the only way they can get away with it. It's a lot of it's just for charity. Kayfabe.
It's for the love of the game, dude. Love of the game.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, and I don't know if I have the picture in here. I'm thinking back, but it's like they do have like Lucasfilm on these jerseys. So it actually is in conjunction with it. I wonder if anybody went around it. That'd be interesting. I doubt it, but it's
you can't get away with that these days, brother.
Exactly. So the Durham Bulls, the AAA affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays, on May 3rd faced off against the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. That's the Miami Marlins AAA affiliate. These are super cool.
Phenomenal.
When you look at them.
Yes.
Aren't those amazing?
Yeah, dude. It looks like old school comic book art, bro.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bulls,
that's fantastic.
Are you going to get any of these, Allan? The jerseys, or are you? I don't know if they're not hats.
They're not. You don't really see too many hats. Some teams will do like an occasional one-off, but not so much. It's just jerseys. But The auctions go for pretty decent prices. You can't get them for like 70, 80 bucks. They're like 150, 200 bucks.
That's right.
And a lot of these, I think you can only, I don't know about now, but I remember doing it in the past. You can only do it there in person at the game. I don't know if they open up online nowadays.
Some depends on the team, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I think you can go there's a on minor league baseball, it's like milb.com. There's like an auction site. You can actually find some of these, but most of them are through the actual team, as I was seeing. And they're quick too. Like it's like right after the game. There's only a small window to get them as well.
Yeah, because if you ever go to one of these in person, you'll see like, you won't see the jerseys, but you'll see like number so and so, and it's the old piece of paper, and you write your price, and it's that kind of like old school auction. The first time I saw it was a zombie apocalypse night in that style format.
Right.
It was just really fun.
Yeah. So the Las Vegas Aviators, the AAA for the Athletics, they also had a game. I didn't see much on this except for this. They just showed like the jerseys and that they had won. But this was, they beat Tacoma. I guess this would have had to be a home. That would make sense. But I didn't see anything more about this.
Yeah, no, I didn't even see that one pop up either. So
yeah,
in the age of social media, like
it's just lazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, remember it's the Athletics, and
that adds up.
They just got some crappy Polaroid from the field, dude.
Literally, this is the only picture I saw like anywhere. Like, and I was like, okay, they won. And I was like,
well, I mean, it's not like Star Wars is that popular anyways. Like nobody's going to be like, Star Wars, let me look at that. No, I mean.
Star Wars, let's do a whole show on that.
That Polaroid of me and Luke Skywalker in Princess Leia from 1981 is probably better quality than this photo.
My thinking is that they go, oh my God, it's like May. We need a photographer.
Like they forgot that they had to design a jersey too. It looks like they just took a shirt and spray painted it, dude. Like, it looks like Goldberg's shoulder tattoo. We get you.
Oh, Athletics. You'll get it together one day. All right. So this is a team that has got it together. The team that Kevin's currently lukewarm on this team right now. Yes, it is the Richmond Flying Squirrels, the AA affiliate of the San Francisco Giants. Their Star Wars jerseys on Star Wars Day was on Sunday, May 4th, and you can bid on these. Now, these ones are really super cool, too. Actually, this is the only picture that I actually have of this. I thought I had a little bit more to this. Richmond, how do you feel about Richmond these days, Kevin? Like, would you wear this?
I don't know if I'd wear that jersey. It's nice. I mean, I do like the Death Star on the back. But, in my thoughts, I'm wondering if maybe that person is watching and realized that, hey, we're a Giants affiliate. This guy turned on his team, became a Dodgers fan. Maybe move those stickers around on that ad a little bit. Let's see what comes in the mail in a week or so.
Yeah, we're crossing our fingers that it's the right size. Although I do.
I hope it's not, dude.
I know. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing.
I'm praying to the baseball gods daily that they send a bigger size, dude.
They're gonna send
like comically large, like a 10 and a quarter.
Yep.
So that's the biggest it'll go. Yeah,
Michael. Hey, look! It's a large hat. It's funny, right? It's a funny hat. Yeah, it's funny.
Right? Super funny, dude.
So the next one is the Fort Wayne Tin Caps. The Tin Caps mascot, Johnny Tin Cap, goes around with his head encased in a makeshift helmet every day. So he's ready to hold down his own should the ballpark be besieged by other chrome-domed characters, such as Stormtroopers, Darth Vader, or Boba Fett. This also happened on May 4th. And this is the one that I saw that was on the auction site.
Oh, that's really
I was just looking there right now, actually, and like the cheapest one is 100. That Vegas one is on there as well. If anybody wants that sweet Vegas one. But yeah, no, there's about
Wait, so we have a photo of it now? We actually can see what it looks like on the auction site?
Let me guess. Let me guess what the starting bid is. $7.
I wish. I would buy it then.
Yeah. What's the going prices for what's the lowest we can get in at?
The Tin Caps is 100. There is a couple teams that have a couple for about 77. There is one, the Tulsa Drillers, they have some from last year on there as well.
Oh wow, still.
Well, it's pretty awful. It's Jar Jar Binks, so it's it's pretty terrible. But yeah, about $100 for these ones.
Wait, I thought racism was dead in baseball. They're putting Jar Jar Binks on there, dude. Jeez.
There's always somebody who gets by and embarrasses the sport again, right?
Must be a descendant of Kennesaw Mountain Landis.
Oh no!
Come on, I'm still here, bro. That was sharpshooter stuff, man.
Woo.
All right. So the Hartford Yard Goats are up next, the AA affiliate of the Colorado Rockies. They have a reputation for fully embracing offbeat ideas at Duncan Park. They are bringing out the specialty lightsaber churros and offering Jedi training at this matinee. And this was a quote that was in the press release. It is the only Star Wars promo in baseball at which live goats will be present.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
I was scared of that set with like, which live goats will be. I'm like, oh my god, what's going to happen to the goats? Oh no, they're just there.
Yeah.
Dude, somebody at Hartford Yard Goats is brilliant. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine how many kids are going to get these and then sword fight. And then they're going to break and fall on the ground and they're going to start crying and freaking out. And some poor dad is going to be like, all right, but don't you hit your sister with it again, and having to buy another one. Like, this is brilliant.
And also, I'm willing to bet you the kid's going to have a blue one. And then he's like, yeah, I got to get a red one too.
Yeah.
Brilliant stuff.
Or maybe they sell all three, and then that's $15
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Sorry. That's right.
The Hartford Yard Goats are always just the fact they play in Duncan Park, and it's like Whataburger Field for the Corpus Christi Hooks. It's
the promised land, dude. The promised
it really is.
There's two pieces of land in this world that are sacred: Bruce Lee's grave and Whataburger Stadium, baby.
Agreed. So, Allan, you were you at Nat Bailey Field on Sunday?
I wasn't, but I did see some photos. They did have some characters dress up, but like always, they didn't do anything fun with their uniforms or their hats.
This was a little bit of a letdown, I will say, and the promotion of this was minimal. I actually had to really search for this one. As you can see, it's on the far right there. Canada's only minor league baseball team, the Vancouver Canadians, the high A affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays, got on the Star Wars Day auction with a light sword giveaway for the first 1,000 fans under 12. So you might have had to do some Dorf, some Tin Conway kind of Dorf, and yeah, that was another deep cut.
That's a really. Yeah.
I'll definitely put that up in post what that looks like. But this is interesting, Allan. The fans were encouraged to turn up in costume. So instead of putting a Star Wars thing together, they encouraged the fans to come in and do their own work. Typical. But it did get you 50% off a grandstand ticket purchase at the box office on May 4th.
All right, good. Because I was wondering, like, what, we're just dressing up for no reason? Come on. You gotta get something for there in that. Because is it starting to get warmer up there now, Allan?
Yeah, it's about 20. I don't know what that converts to at the moment, but it's warm.
I would just pop off the old T-shirt and go as Jabba the Hutt, dude.
Chewbacca.
Just get belligerent and just take off my shirt and just
yeah. I just rail a bunch of amphetamines in the car.
They don't drug test the fans, right?
Hope not.
Hey, I'm trying to be an oat milker later on this year. I can't.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Hey, babe.
Wow, I'm just ruining all of our big corporate deals lately.
Oh my gosh.
Well, another favorite here is the Kannapolis Cannonballers, the single A affiliate of the Chicago White Sox. They experience true power of the Force as they rock special Darth Vader themed jerseys on Star Wars Day. And I mean, this is just a artist rendition of this. I really did like, the art direction on this one was, I really enjoyed. I love anything kind of minimal and black and white like this, but they did a really great job on this one. And Darth Vader did come out and attack the mascot. So, Jack, you were all in favor of fans, characters attacking other mascots, correct?
I'm a big Darth Vader guy after tonight. special place in my enlarged heart.
He's hoping for a beheading, I'm sure.
I would love to see somebody take out. You know what I'm going to do when I start my team on May the 4th be with you night? I'm going to pay an umpire an ungodly sum of money to just beat the crap out of the mascot. And we're going to call it May the 4th be with you. The umpire strikes back.
Yes.
Well done. Well done.
Let him hear it. Yes.
Has that guy got back to you yet? We texted an email?
His legal team did. So I also can't really discuss it.
Okay.
Hence the inspiration for the old arson company.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't talk about clients.
So these were the ones that were over the weekend, but let's talk about the future Star Wars days. Now, I want to preface this by saying that we have not even touched all of these. There are so many of these, and we only have time to do this many of them, and it's quite a few, but they're all really good. So on Friday, May 9th, Star Wars Night at Segra Stadium, the Fayetteville Woodpeckers, the single A affiliate for the Houston Astros. Look out for Wampas. Our annual Star Wars Nights falls on Friday, May 9th. As I said, this year's game is a ode to Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Stick around after the game, Star Wars themed fireworks show that is bigger and better than you've ever seen. The team will be wearing these special on-field jerseys. Empire Strikes Back, I would say arguably one of my favorite Star Wars movies. That and Return of the Jedi. I like the old ones. The Tauntaun, all of the different things. Good stuff here.
The only thing would be better if he was inside the Tauntaun.
See, now you're thinking. Merchandising, marketing. Let's do it.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if the jersey was just the opening of the Tauntaun thing? Like when you take the jersey off, dude, that's what it is.
See, that's why we need to do the social media. So, because that is a social media post. Like there's a guy laying in the outfield and he's just sliced open with all the guts hanging out. That'd be amazing.
Yes, it would be.
That's how you get eyeballs on this kid. Yeah.
Controversy creates cash, baby. Controversy creates cash.
Yes.
And Crash. Sound like you said Crash too. Definitely Crash.
Here's your chance to take a trip to Hoth without the ice and Tauntaun stench. This is literally in their press release. The Woodpeckers are dedicating this year's iteration of the Fayetteville's annual Star Wars Night to specifically Empire Strikes Back, the second film of the original trilogy. Yes, I'm a big fan of Empire Strikes Back. Although when I have a tragic story from that. When I saw that as a 10-year-old, I actually sat next to another kid. Let's just say that he did not smell very good, and that's what I remember more than anything. So,
how are you going to talk about poor decisions like that on national TV?
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
I love you, Adam. I love you, Adam.
You got it.
I just got it. I just got that.
It took
That's
a
funny.
second.
That's hilarious. Okay.
Hello.
No, it was actually not my brother, but it was actually another fine little gentleman. Well, I'm sure that he grew up to be a fine, upstanding U.S. citizen. But for that day, when I saw that Tauntaun, that little scene, I actually had the smell-o-vision that went with it.
Oh, you know what? If you're going to have to sit next to some kind of stink pervert, dude, you might as well do it during that scene.
But they used to do that in the movies. They used to have that smell-o-vision. They used to do stuff like that. And at the Cine Capri, I saw Days of Thunder there, and it was like, they actually, like, the seats would rumble and stuff like that. Like during that, it was actually made. It was. Let's just get past this.
You saw the holy text at Cine Capri, dude.
I did.
Oh, Days of Thunder, so good.
It's the last movie I saw there before it shut down.
I hope that's the last movie I see ever. Yeah, it's so rad, bro.
Well, you better watch it tonight,
Jack. Did you see that movie? Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, dude. Tom Cruise in a race car.
What's Tom Cruise's name? Movie name in that movie?
Oh, dude, Mongoose Jones.
Oh, come on!
I don't know.
He's actually okay. So there was a stock car. It was a stock car. Yeah, stock car racer named Dick Trickle, And in this movie, his name was Cole Trickle, which I popped for huge when I found out it was Cole Trickle. But if you look it up, there is a NASCAR driver named Dick Trickle.
Kevin's favorite NASCAR driver.
Oops.
I'm debating if I should go further into this, and I will not for fear that we might lose our audience yet again. So let me move on. All right. So the Buffalo Bisons are now in. This is a AAA affiliate of the Toronto Blue Jays. So you can actually get in on this. Four free flex tickets. So you can save money and go to their Star Wars night. And they have their jerseys here. And this is actually very interesting because they have one of their most popular female characters at the beginning of the Clone Wars cartoon series. So this is actually by an artist that made this. Yeah. Let me see if I can say this. Ahsoka is one of the most popular characters of the Star Wars franchise. Yeah. And
that's
so
one of the newer shows that came out about a year or two ago on Disney Plus. So it's like a Disney Plus. And I forgot, I think I do have a Buffalo Bison's Star Wars themed hat. And I'm like, I wish I would have remembered that before we started recording. But oh well.
Of course.
The back of that jersey is phenomenal.
Yeah.
If they had simplified the front, I think it would have hit the mark a little bit more, but it's still fantastic.
Yeah, I want to see these in action. I do have one further that I finally got to see it in action, but I definitely want to see these. And these, Allan, you said that these jerseys are also that different type of material, right? It's the
it's sublimated usually, so it's the ink dyed right into the material, so you can put like any picture, photo, anything like that. So that's where you get all the details and everything else.
Yeah, these
you've seen a lot of these. You've seen a lot more of these in minor leagues.
So remember to mark your calendars for Star Wars Night at Four Winds Field on June 21st. The South Bend Cubs, the high A affiliate of the Chicago Cubs, have rolled out their Star Wars collection. I'm always interested because you can see the level of detail in some of these. This looks very similar to one we saw before, that kind of half Star Wars, but then the half white. I wonder if they don't get the kind of budgets that the other teams higher get. I wonder if that's the case. It most likely is.
A lot of them are using the same companies, and it looks like that one's OTT as well. So it's the same company doing the jersey itself. So they probably just have a design that they send out and then just slap the team's logo on it. So
got it. And okay, so guys, as I was going through this and finding all the doing all the research and finding out about all these, I actually stumbled upon this, the Donut and Beer Festival on Saturday, May 17th in South Bend, Indiana. Yeah, Kevin, are you going?
I gotta book my flight.
America, God shine his grace on thee. Wow.
Okay, so this is the one and only, it says, Donut and Beer Festival. In 2017, the world's first ever Donut and Beer Fest was created in Kalamazoo, Michigan. After massive interest, the event was moved to different cities and states to bring new attendees each year. So it's been in Kalamazoo, it's been in Battle Creek, Michigan, it's been in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Columbus, Ohio. Oh gosh, I don't even know how to say this. Oconomowoc, Wisconsin. Wow, that's a mouthful. So attendees can expect a one-of-a-kind donuts, craft beer, ciders, live music, and fun activities. 100 donut offerings and 150 beers. And so these are just some of the breweries that are on there. Some of them I recognize. Was Revolution Brewing? That's out of Chicago?
That's in Chicago. Yes. If you go to Guaranteed Rate Field, they have a little section there. Bell's is out of Michigan. They make some really good beers out there. Obviously, we talked about Yingling last week with Bryce, and that's like America's oldest brewery. A Dogfish Head out of the Northeast. The Lennon Hugels is I think that's a summer shandy. I think you can find that most places.
Yeah,
okay.
You can. Line and Kugels ruled.
All right, Line and Kugels, whatever.
Yeah. So you said it was 100 donuts and 150 beers.
Yeah.
It's Sounds like a weekend with Cowboy Jack on from 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Which is why I now drink sparkling water and I have a cardiologist on speed dial.
And an enlarged heart, like you said earlier.
Jack, I think this is your tagline. Like I said, describe Cowboy Jack. Like if somebody were to ask me, and I'll just say 100 donut offerings and 150 beers.
I thought you were going to say describe Cowboy Jack, and you were just going to say donuts and beer festival.
There you go. That's even more succinct. Nicely done. This one has already been this already happened. Okay, so this is the OKC Comets, the AAA affiliate of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Kevin, you're interested in this one.
You're world champions.
Your world champions now. But they had some cool Star Wars, and I like there it is. There's the Star Wars logo, and on the back it has, well, you can't see it too well right here, but it does have the Lucasfilm. This one is not of former women's national team goalkeeper Hope Solo. It's Han Solo, another American hero.
Galactic hero, dude. Galactic. Throw one back, dude. Pour one out for the real man, dude. Han Solo.
But here it is in action, and again, these look pretty cool.
These are the sharpest ones out of the bunch, dude.
Yeah, I like this.
That's good.
You really don't get what they look like unless they're actually on the field and in play. Kevin, are you going to get one of these? This would be a cool one.
I just bought 4 of them.
So you
bought 4. I bought 4 of those. I had to cancel my flight to South Bend, Indiana, and I had to buy 4 of these jerseys.
You're not missing much, dude.
Yeah. But now I just got to hope the jersey will actually maybe fit. It'll go with my hat perfectly.
All right, and here's the next one. So this one looks super cool. So this is on Friday, July 18th. The Erie Seawolves, the Double-A affiliate of the Detroit Tigers, will take the field in a specialty Star Wars themed jerseys, followed by a spectacular post-game fireworks show set to the iconic music of the saga. Yes, the music of John Williams will be out there. That'll be fun. I think this is a great attention to detail. The circuitry right there is very, very nicely done.
Why does this feel like because of the date that the jerseys just didn't come in time?
I didn't think about that. True. And what about and they're probably get them from out of the country too, and the tariffs and everything. And they probably so much controversy, right?
Taking a bath on these things. America.
And hey, that's a really fun ballpark. I got to go there once a few years ago. Erie Seawolves, a nice little park there, right in beautiful Erie, Pennsylvania.
That's right. So that is the Star Wars edition of the show. I mean, comprehensive, yes. Informative, also yes. You couldn't ask for more, right?
I could ask for more.
May the 5th be with you, dude.
What is Kevin? You said you want more?
I said I could ask for more. I'm waiting for next year when we have all the Spaceballs themed team merchandise. I'll be buying. I mean, come on, you could almost adapt this jersey into Joan Rivers' parody of C-3PO.
That's perfect. Well, you say
bro, can you imagine a Schwartz jersey, bro?
Yes, exactly.
Let's get to it. Let's get on that one for sure.
I mean, the dark helmet will fit me just as well as my Richmond hat, so I'm down for that.
Your dark helmet, dude. I didn't realize you're somehow related to Rick Moranis.
I've been saying that for 2 weeks, and I didn't get any, like, not even a guffaw.
It finally, dude, it's like when what's the story when like the Incans are running from the Spaniards and they come upon the ship, but they've never seen it, so they don't like. I finally saw it, dude. Good one.
Okay, thank you. I'm not, as I like to say to my girlfriend, I'm not crazy. Well, Kevin, you wanted some more. Of course, it is County Fair Night on May 10th. Your Amarillo Sod Poodles.
Yes.
That's right. They're having, and the calf fries are coming. Cowboy Jack, please refresh the memories of everybody what calf fries are.
Dude, I've never had a calf fry. I've only had Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yes.
I'm hoping it's the same thing.
It is.
It is. All right. Yeah.
It
no,
is.
it's
it is.
So it's its testicles. Yeah. Just deep fried balls.
That hat is amazing.
Yes.
Oh, that hat is awesome.
It is. It's,
oh my God.
And I think we've talked about this one before, but I mean, this hat needs to be spoken about again.
Oh my gosh.
Allan, did you get this one? Because if you're not, I'm definitely going to get this one.
Yeah, I think we did talk about that one, but I don't think they released the jerseys before. So now we have them both together, and it's
okay.
The best, just beautiful combo.
That hat is wonderful.
You can get the whole kit, as they say in football.
There we go.
Yes.
And make sure Amarillo, make sure. Oh, they already named that pig. Darn, we can edit that out.
Well, yes, they did. Great minds think alike. And so the top 4 names, which I didn't know, I saw this later. So Tumbles, Piggy Smalls, a great name.
Yep.
Amarillo is fantastic.
Amarillo's really good.
And Mayhem beat him out. I thought this was a great name. Mm-hmm. And we actually got in on this. We actually wanted these Amarillo legends to be on there. Kevin, did you put in a?
Oh yeah, I put in Terry Funk, the greatest champion to come out of Amarillo. Well, I'm sorry, to live in Amarillo. I can't say come out of Amarillo because where's he from, Cowboy Jack? Since you'd like to mention that,
Gary, Indiana.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, he was born alongside one of the Jacksons. I'm sure they're born at the same hospital.
Hey,
that's right.
Joe Jackson didn't touch them kids.
That's right.
I also went in with the Funk Phenomenons. But I'm thinking too big picture here. I was that might be a good name for if they have some cheerleaders or some sort of dance squad, the Funk Phenomenons.
And hey, that's where you get Flash Funk to come on and show up and do a good dance with them. Hopefully, he's doing all right. I know I knew he got a little bit of trouble.
Did he really?
What a travesty of justice for them not to honor the man, dude. They're from Amarillo. Like, get it together, sod poodles.
Agreed.
Let's cause some mayhem, and let's get it out there.
All right, we talked about them last week. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs have done it again. That's right. Hate it, loathe it, plan for it, try to avoid it. It comes for us all. It's traffic. In honor of the one thing in the Lehigh Valley that has touched everyone's life, the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs will be transforming into the Lehigh Valley Traffic for the season's Salute to Lehigh Valley. This is very esoteric, and this is as deep as my references. Traffic has become a way of life in the Lehigh Valley. It permeates nearly every roadway in the fast-growing Lehigh Valley region. For every 10-minute commute that turned into 30 minutes, for every road rage incident moment, everyone knows Lehigh Valley traffic is just different. So they are saluting the traffic in Lehigh Valley in this identity. Allan, yay or nay?
This one's a nay. I don't like the hat. It's just not very clear. But I do like the fact that they have a map on the sleeves that has the red and orange lines for the traffic, which that part's fantastic. I just don't like that.
So this is actually an anti-gimmick. I think that they actually went against everything. So everything was all great. And I think that they actually made one that was supposed to be hated.
Well, you even saw the shirt. It said, I do not like, that's good. Yeah. I like that, I mean, I just hope the whole game they played the band traffic. You got to play crosstown traffic. You got to, just play up this gimmick.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes. I like that.
Or maybe you just play like car sounds, horns, the whole game, maybe you have to make the lines extra long, but you're gonna get food, so you gotta just mess with the people if you're doing
That's good. That's a good touch. That's a nice touch. Well, we talked about him also last week. The Asheville Tourists, the high A affiliate of the Houston Astros, have done it again. That's right. And it is a beer baseball related. Yes, Beer City. The Beer City Tourists are back and better than ever. Join us for Beer City on June 26th. So this jersey is way better than you would expect.
Yeah.
When you go in on it, these are all bottle caps.
Brilliant.
Okay. So very good. I like this one a lot. We might have to get the beer here. And the one thing that I noticed, and whenever these beer related things happen, it's always macro beer. I shout it to the mountaintops, get some craft beer in there. And guys, it has happened. So this game night is actually Thirsty Thursday. So $1 Coke, enjoy $1 regular beer, which is probably, all the macro beer. but $3 craft beer by Oscar Blues.
Oh, nice.
Oscar Blues Brewery. So I was looking at this. I'm like, wait a second. I think that they're from Colorado. It turns out they actually have a North Carolina location. It's in Brevard, North Carolina. It's actually, so they do have craft beer finally in a beer promotion. And I like this a lot. And the great thing about this picture is this guy who he's not taking any guff.
No gun.
Nope. He is not buying that $1 beer. He's going to be buying those $3 Oscars.
Yes.
And let me add, I want to add too, they're not the only brewery that has an East Coast location. Sierra Nevada, I know at one point moved out to Asheville. I think there's some other breweries. That's why Asheville somehow has become Beer City. So,
Yeah.
I know we talked about Beer City Bunghammers, but now they have some competition. The Beer
That's
City
right.
Tourists.
That's right. Allan, go ahead.
I believe Thirsty Thursday at Ballparks originated in Nashville too.
Oh,
very good.
So I believe that's where it came from. So
Right
so
on.
that's I think if they're trying to do promotions with it, I think that the rights have to go back to Asheville and the tourists. So
Nice.
Yeah, I might have to break down on this one. I'm looking.
I mean, if there wasn't a hat built for Allan, it's got an A.
There you go.
I have a Nashville tourist Beer City hat, but that might be one that needs to also be in my collection.
Yeah,
that one's going to the bin, dude.
this guy says you better do it. Seriously, do it. This is where we can find us on all the socials. We thank you for joining us tonight. This has been a star-rific podcast tonight. So guys, what are we doing this weekend? Actually, I'm going to start out this one. So Kevin and I will actually see each other next weekend. New Japan Pro Wrestling, Hiroki Goto versus Zack Sabre Jr. And then the next day we may be going to an Angels game. We'll see. We might be going to a brewery.
Or we might be going to the Brew at the Zoo. I was going to talk about that.
I forgot about that.
That's right.
Tell
There's
me
an
more
event called
about
the Brew at the Zoo at Santa Ana Zoo. I'm sure you just Google search, look at the Santa Zoo, Brew at the Zoo. Last year I went that you can walk around the zoo and there was like about 20 breweries. And bonus, Gus's Fried Chicken was there. I hope they're there this year because Gus's Fried Chicken is the best fried chicken you get in this world.
Allan, what are you doing this weekend?
Again, got another game this weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend, so I got all the pink gear ready to go. Hopefully I can get a hit this weekend and not get hit.
Cowboy Jack.
Mother's Day weekend, got the annual resort getaway to celebrate the amazing mother of my children, and laying low. That's it, man. Everybody give your mama a big hug and a kiss and tell her you love her and how much she means to you.
100%. For Cowboy Jack Durango, for Allan Jepsen and Kevin Lyon, my name is Michael Mondragon. We'll see you next week with another Baseball Brew Crew podcast. Good night, everyone.